Hey guys, it's been a while since I did a video, but been busy. I'm just trying to get better as a trader each and every day. But this is my weekly video, and this right here is Monday the August 3rd, and my week didn't start off good at all. This was a losing day for me on this Monday. I mean, as you can look at price in hindsight, you can see the market reverse trends according to how I do it, which is Fibonacci's, a couple of different times. So, with that being said, I was just honestly I was just on the wrong side of the market that particular day. And if you've been trading for any time, it happened. So this was a losing day. I would call. I didn't really get crushed, but it was a pretty decent sized losing day. I was just on the wrong side of the market. And then actually had this day off work, so I thought I was gonna get some good trading at home. And then my niece is in town, so my fiance made me take her out in the city. We live in New York, so maybe take her out in the city, show her the city. So I didn't get to trade Tuesday, which I was upset. But sometimes those type of things happen. And then Wednesday was a pretty good day. It was felt good to get back on the winning side. As long as I've been trading, it always feels good to after a nice loss to have a good winner. It's just a mental thing. So it felt good at the end of the day to have this day go in my favor. That was pretty good. And then Thursday was my outlier day, guys. This, I mean, if you was a trend trader on this day, you actually just stayed with the trend. You crushed it. I caught a number of outlier trades. This particular day made up for the Monday that I lost plus some. So, and you guys gonna hear me preach it and talk about it all the time. Outlier days make your week. Outlier trades make your day. Um, Outlier days make your week, outlier weeks make your month, outlier months make your year. So this is pretty much the outlier day that made my week. Really good day. I mean, I just shorted all the way down, constantly kept shorting. Towards the end of the day, I remember it reversed a little bit, but I still just stayed short. I didn't take any longs on this day. I remember I'm scaling out, so my biggest concern is always to get out my first target. Once I get out my first target, it's a reduced risk trade. So, but like I said, that was a great day for me. Um, yeah, that made up for the loss plus some. And then Friday was okay. I caught some pretty decent trades on Friday. I missed one because I was speaking with a trader and I was talking about, like, you have to have some unbreakable rules. And one of my unbreakable rules is I go, and when I'm trend trading actually, is I go with the trend. And once my trend gets broke, according to my Fibonacci's, which is, if you see right here, um, it broke, so that's pretty much an uptrend. So that's probably was the trade of the day from here to here. But it's an unbreakable rule. So I just sometimes you miss trades, sometimes you catch them. It's just part of trading. You have to get used to it. You have to learn how to accept it. If you can't, you won't be a good trader because it just happens. I missed that trade. In hindsight, I should have went short, but not really. I was following my rules. My rules keep me out of situations on the opposite side. Now, what if I would have shorted and it kept going? So, and it was been a losing trade. So you can't look back and say, "Oh, I should have did this." Well, I didn't. My rules keep me out of certain trades, and that's okay because of back testing and years of trading. You're gonna learn, and when it's all said and done, it's gonna make sense. So this was my week, and this was a positive day too. So I had one huge, a pretty decent sized losing day, but that Thursday made it up, and um, this was a pretty okay week. I can't say it was a great week, but it was okay, positive nonetheless, and that kind of what matters. As long as I know I stick to my rules and stick to my guns, um, I'll be okay. So this is just an update on how I've been doing. And a while ago, I basically told you guys I was gonna do a pledge about reading something new, and I'm still on that pledge, and I'm still doing it, and it's been great. Like I said on the actual pledge. Just because I said I'm making a pledge don't mean I'm going to change my trading altogether. I'm just looking at things, psychological things, technical things, fundamental things, just different type of things, just to expand my knowledge of trading. It doesn't mean I'm going to change my whole style of trading, because I'm pretty solid right now. But if something can make me better, then I'm going to look to make me better. That's like Michael Jordan, just saying, I'm as good as I'm going to get right now. So I'm going to stop practicing. No, he constantly kept practicing and constantly was in the gym and constantly working on his game. And that's what I equate trading to. You constantly have to work on your game, constantly have to monitor yourself, constantly take shots. You have to keep improving and working on your game. And the minute you think you figured it out and okay, I'm content with my style, I'm fine, that's the minute you're gonna start to suffer with trading. The minute you always feel like I always feel like I'm an underdog, and I always feel like I need to get better. So that way it keeps me humbled. It keeps me humble in the market and just keep me humble in life. Period. Um, because you can always get better. The minute you stop trying to get better, the minute you stop growing, is the minute you're pretty much dead. So that's all this pleasure is about. And I've been getting better and I love it. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't really been posting a lot of videos, because I just been having a lot of time with looking at different things, working on this, doing that, and consistently trading and being profitable, but also just looking at different things maybe to add to my trading. And it has nothing to do with my intraday trading. I like my intraday trading. Maybe I add options. Maybe I add a longer term view on the market, take trades in that, start off small that way. Just a bunch of different things just to expand my game. Because remember, the market is going to change, and it's gonna change. So what if my strategy is solid now, and then next week they change something in the market on how they report or something, and then my whole strategy is null and void. Then I have to start from ground zero. But if I'm already just working on different things, it can be a smoother transition. Why do you think those guys who are on the floor and then they struggle on the screens? Because they were so used to being on the floor, and then they went to the screen. It was like they was unprepared. But if they was to start preparing, because I'm sure they didn't just wake up one day and electronic trading took over. It actually was a gradual thing, but they failed to realize that it's changing in their face. So they they just didn't take the time to invest in themselves and practice and work on their game and take free throws, meaning go into the screen a little bit, start to get familiar with the screen. So when the floor is done, it could be a smooth transition to the screen. And that's where you don't want yourself to be. You don't want yourself to have a nice strategy, making money, then all of a sudden they change something in the market, and then you're left out to dry and you can't adapt, or you don't have the energy to adapt. A lot of those floor trader guys are done with trading because why? They didn't have the energy to adapt, because they looked at it like a huge uphill battle. One of my mentors is an ex floor trader, so I'm talking from experience. So I'm not just talking because I'm talking. This is like I'm talking from experience. So what I'm telling you is a lot of those guys just wasn't prepared to move to the next chapter of trading and move with the times and move with the technology. And think about it, guys. Trading is going to be different 5 years from now. So do I want to trade the exact same? So that's the meaning behind the pledge, and that's all I was pretty much talking about. Some people took it as